welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Brittany and I'm on a mission to hit 5,000 subscribers, so make sure you click that button below. I would appreciate it. So in today's video, we're actually going to be working on an order that I literally just received maybe at 12 o'clock, and they want it back tomorrow night. Now, of course, I did not tell them I could fulfill it by tomorrow night. However, I did jump this order ahead of another order just because this one's a little bit more tedious and I actually have the time to do it versus the other order. It's just a little bit quicker and I can do it maybe after work one day. All right, so I've been rambling a lot and I know you guys aren't seeing this, but maybe you will at the end. So I had a customer reach out to me because they were wanting to embroider on a couple of towels. Now basically they did provide me the towels and they're a part of a tennis group, and so they're just wanting some crisscross tennis rackets and along with a name written at the bottom. So I did go ahead and run my sample here. Of course I didn't clean anything up, but it came out really well. I will go ahead and list it down below. I did purchase this off of Etsy, and I did go ahead and run my first towel all together just to kind of get things moving. I did go ahead and already create the design for each individual, as they are going to be doing a different name for every single towel. So that is very time consuming because again, you gotta add, remove onto the machine. You gotta reset up all your colors every single time. So all that, does play a fact in outcome of the pricings. So let me actually grab the towels. I'm gonna show you the towel that I already completed. And then from there, we're gonna go ahead and jump all the images up on the machine and then just get rolling from there. All right, so before I did anything, I did try to figure out what type of proper backing I should be using on all these towels. So these are the towels right here. They're kind of like a hint of microfiber, but they're not really, but I kind of feel a little bit of that microfiber-esque in it. There are no tags on here, so I really can't tell you what the material is made of, but nicely enough, she did kind of give me more towels than I would need, just in case of mistakes. So I did do that. However, like I mentioned, I was trying to figure out what type of backing that I needed. Now, technically, you can use tearaway. So that's what we're using. Because the other one that they do prior, more like recommend, is water soluble. I feel like I can't say it.
Soluble.
So they do actually have that available on Amazon, so I can go ahead and link that for you guys if you are interested. Obviously, we don't have time to order that, so we're working with what we have. If I did have the time for it, I would have purchased it, but I haven't really ran across the point of needing that. So yeah, we're definitely growing our packing around here on a lot of different materials that you do end up working with. Also, this is the towel that I did go ahead and run. So it actually came out very well. And then here's the backing. I just went ahead and cut it up to the best of my ability. Now again, this is technically, this is supposed to be cutaway, but it easily tears away. So I just went ahead and just did a nice clean cut around it, and eventually over time with washing it, it will just kind of shrink up. And I did double it up, by the way. I did double it just because, again, we are working with pretty decent sized image. So I just wanted to make sure that the structure was there. All right, sometimes I just forget to freaking breathe. My husband keeps telling me, babe, breathe. You're turning into a tomato. And I feel exactly what he means. I know exactly what he means. Anyways, all right, guys, let's get going on these orders and let's get it completed. All right, so the best thing that I've actually come up with in order to make sure that I have everything center is I just actually placed my mighty hoop on the exact edge of my table right here. Hopefully you guys are seeing that in frame. And then I am just taking two of my backings, sticking that directly on top. Of course, we want to make sure that we are on the correct side of our towel. So I just kind of check. I'm going to go ahead and use this side rather than that side. Hopefully you guys can see that. And then of course, I'm just going to drape my towel down. Sometimes get gets hit, but that's all right. And we're just gonna drag it straight on top. Now again, we are going to be embroidering upside down, so you need to make sure that this little hook is facing you, and then you're just gonna snap it on down there. I've already gone ahead and I put all my images up on my USB. So what I'm actually going to be doing is the client did provide me a list of names, and basically as I do the names, I'm just gonna go ahead and put a little check mark next to it. So right now, I can't find that paper, but I will find it, trust me. It's just a chaos mess back here. So I'm just gonna go in order in which this is showing me, which is Caroline. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that on over to my machine. Now I am gonna show you guys how to flip an image. I believe I just did that, but we're gonna show you again, just in case. So I've gone ahead, I put everything over. I have already my hoop set up. So again, like I mentioned, we want this part facing us, and then we're going to stick it into the machine this way specifically so we can flip the image, and this is not getting caught up like in the back side of the machine at all. So that's the whole point that we do that. If you do have a Racoma, guys, this is super simple. All you have to hit is design set. You hit this little F, and the Fs are actually gonna show you every single way that the image can be flipped. We're gonna do 180 degrees, and we're gonna hit okay. As soon as we did that, you will see that the image did end up flipping over here. So that's as easy as it's gonna get. Super simple, but now we just gotta go ahead and set up all of our color options, so then we can go ahead and start the project. I did purchase a Racoma. It actually does come with Chroma software, which is like your editing platform. I personally use that all the time. I do not pay for the membership for the upgrade features, things that you can do. I'm just not that advanced yet. I'm not creating my own like logos and images and stuff like that. I'm just simply using it for like if I purchase an Etsy design, for example, I will drag and drop it into that software, add a name, do things like that. But that's as fancy as I'm getting over here at this exact moment. So what I actually will do is if you have it in your Chroma software and you go to print preview, it'll actually show you exactly what is going to print. I don't know why I'm saying print, but embroider in what, it's going to show you the way it embroiders in what order. All right, so as I can stare at everything, I'll just go ahead and start making all my selections. Now guys, I kind of already know what all my colors are up here. So one tip that I can recommend is don't bother wasting your time setting up all the colors, because you can go in here and like create custom color palettes. You're changing your thread color so many times that it's something, to be honest, that you're gonna remember what colors are up here before you even remember the color pattern up here. That's just something, 3, 4, 5. That's just something that I personally learned over my times with embroidering, because I was trying to be like OCD, and I was like, if the thread color's up there, it has to match on my machine so I can remember. Did you see how quick I just did that? There is zero OCD needing involved, because I can literally go up here. You got numbers all down, like across your board. You got numbers all down here that is showing you exactly what thread is on what color. So that's good. I do typically count up here, but honestly, you can look all right here and you have your numbers with your colors lined up. So just keep that in mind when you are, you know, getting your machine, kind of setting it up. Don't worry about setting up. Let me come in closer. Don't get too fixated on setting up all these colors right here. This is exactly what I'm talking about. All these colors underneath the numbers, those can easily be changed. Don't even bother. At this point, we went ahead, we got all of our colors set up. We're gonna hit okay, so that does confirm everything. We're gonna go ahead and trace it out. Perfecto. And I am gonna bump up the speed to 830. Technically, I can just leave it at 780. It didn't actually take that long. Let's leave it at 780 and we'll go ahead and run it. All right, and there we go. So that is it completed. Now, I did actually time it with the speed limit that I had it set at. It took just over 10 minutes to actually complete fully. So I think what I'm going to do is actually bump up the speed because if I take how many names I have to get accomplished by just even 10 minutes a piece, then we are going to be looking at over 60 minutes just to do this. So I'm gonna go ahead, run the next towel at 8:30 speed. And I'm curious to see how long that one's gonna take me. So we're gonna repeat the process and keep going. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm actually going to take a picture of the order that the color has to go in, so I don't have to keep pulling up the laptop. What I'm gonna do is just reflect back to here, because I'm gonna do every single towel the same exact color. I'm not gonna get fancy with it. I was gonna do like guy color, girl color, but when I did find my list, I stuck it over there. They're all girls, so I'm just gonna keep all the towels the exact same. So that's just gonna make it easier rather than keep looking at the laptop. So now I have my reference here. I'm just gonna go ahead, hit okay. Let's do my border outline. Perfect. And now we're at 8:20 or 8:30 on the speed, and it is 5:16. So let's see how long this one takes. So this actually took me 11 minutes. So not too much of time was actually taken off. I would say maybe 3 minutes was taken off by bumping the speed up. But 3 minutes times that by however many numbers I'm doing, it's gonna end up making an effect. So honestly, it came out just as fine, bumping up the speed. So we're just gonna keep it at that. We're gonna continue doing our thing, and we're gonna go on to our next name, which is Glenda. Come on, Glenda. Come on down. It's like The Price is Right. All right, first thing I always do is flip it because I don't want to forget. Oh, where's my phone? And then from here, I'm basically just gonna go ahead and get everything set up on my machine. And then from there, I'm just going to hoop. God, that was so much quicker doing that rather than, you know, having my laptop. There you guys have it. I've gone ahead and completed about 4 tonight. I am gonna wrap it up tomorrow and finish the remaining 3 just because it is getting late. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. If you could, please remember to like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next crafting project. Bye everyone. You guys are so crooked right now. Maybe, hold on, let me try this. Did that work, or did you just now go that way? Today we're actually going to be ordering, we're ordering nothing. Oh Lord, let's just start over. We need bloopers, right? Haven't done those in a long time.